Welcome to the Jackie Jackson Show. I am so excited. I am Jackie Jackson and I am elated, and I'm going to tell you why. Have you ever dreamed of being an author? I know I have. I have so many stories swimming in my mind that I don't even know where to start to put them on pen and paper. But our guest today, Miss Sierra L. Rain, she is going to tell you all about how to get all of those ideas and those stories and all the creative things that are just bubbling inside of you onto paper and how to become a published author. She is my favorite. When you see her, you guys, you're going to love her too, because I absolutely adore this woman. Thank you so much, Sierra, for coming.
Thank you so much for having me, Jackie. I'm so happy to be here.
Oh my gosh.
So happy to be here.
Oh my word, you are so beautiful. When the first time I saw you, I was researching you on the internet and I came across you on Facebook and I was like, I have got to have her on my show, like for real, for real.
I am so happy to be here. I love connecting with other women who are bold in their pursuit of their vision, so it's an honor to be here and share this space with you as well.
Thank you so much. Now, you are an author.
Yes.
You're a motivational speaker.
Yes.
You are a coach and a mentor. You have published 2 books.
Yes.
You are on the road. You are touring. You are doing it. I mean, it's so much. All while beautifully with child, right?
Yes.
You're on your 2nd child?
My 3rd.
Your 3rd baby? Oh my word.
My
okay,
3rd.
Your 3rd one. You got more than me. I need to
and
work on
final.
I need to work on that.
Have fun.
Have fun. Yes, it's the process. So anyway, but all of these things, none of them, all of these different situations, so you're a mom, you're a wife, you have your business, all of these different aspects of your life, and you manage to find the time, right, to encourage other women to do what you are doing and mentor. Please tell me how you do it all, because I need to know.
Absolutely. Well, number one, I take it one day at a time. Recently, I just held our sold-out event, the Live Limitless Dare to Dream Conference. And at that conference, I had a speaker there, a young millennial entrepreneur by the name of Alicia Reese. And she shared something that has really changed the way I look at pursuing it all. Like, you know, we can have it all, just not all at one time. And she talks about eating elephants. I'm like, what do you mean? What is eating elephants? And she said, that's how you achieve success. How do you eat an elephant? The only way to do it is to take it one bite at a time.
One bite at a time.
One
I have
moment at a
definitely
time.
heard that from a lot of successful people, where it's one moment at a time,
Yes.
one situation at a time, one task at a time.
Absolutely.
Don't get overwhelmed by trying to consume
Absolutely.
something that's bigger than you.
Yes, and when we're talking about dreams and purpose, it has to be bigger than you.
Yes.
It must be. And the only way that you're going to be able to achieve something so great is to take it one moment at a time. Now, the issue that a lot of high achievers have, we're highly creative, is we're multi-talented. There's so many different things that we can do. We try to do it all at once. And that's why strategy and planning comes into place. Like, don't just have a dream, have a plan. It's okay to want to pursue all these things, but map it out. Map it out so that you have that direction and you're not overwhelmed trying to do it all at once. You know that it's going to take one step at a time. You're going to build that empire one block at a time. You will get there.
Absolutely.
But it's one moment and one step at a time. And I always say, small steps in the right direction is still progress.
Absolutely. It's the small wins that need to be celebrated.
Yes.
And so much so that most people really kind of understate their wins, right? They're like, oh, that really wasn't nothing. I did that. Yeah, I made my first sale, right? But I only sold, one widget.
Wow.
That's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
Because your customer did not have to buy your widget, right?
That's what I'm
They could
saying.
have went next door to your competition. They could have went anywhere else. And it's important that you recognize the small wins in your life and in your business, because you really need to celebrate those moments, because that is really what is going to give you that momentum to keep going.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
I agree. So what else did you learn at the conference? I need to know more, because these are some good nuggets.
It was so good. The ladies were so on fire. Another one of the things that really stuck out to me was, how do we model support for one another? You know, women's empowerment is not a hashtag, and that was one of the things that my good friend Tricia Cook shared. She was saying, you know, so many people are getting into business and they're using women's empowerment as a hashtag to attract people, but you're not really about that life. It's not just a hashtag, it's a lifestyle.
Yes.
When you say you want to empower women, you have to first be empowered yourself. You have to understand what you bring to the table and how you're going to model that to inspire someone else to take a similar road, to experience similar success. So you're not just saying it to be cool or to be trending, but you truly believe in building other people, and in this case, women. You want to see women win. And how do you see women win? How do you promote winning for women? You win in your own right, and then you give back, and you show other people, you coach them on the path that it took. How did you overcome? Because I believe that everybody is someone's answered prayer, someone's light at the end of the tunnel. There's something that you endured, that you overcame, that someone else is struggling with. So why not reach back and show that sister, hey, you're going to be all right. This is how you do it. This is how I did it.
Absolutely, and that is exactly what this show is all about. When I, was blessed with the idea of putting the show together, I thought to myself, what is our purpose? Like, why are we even, going about trying to have a show on television? And I thought to myself, this is how I am going to give back to my community, how I'm going to share information. And you hit the nail right on the head. Someone else's experience can change someone else's life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So just listening to how someone overcame an obstacle, sometimes when we're going through a particular situation, we think that we're the only ones that are in that situation, and nobody else understands, and nobody else knows what I'm going through, and no one can empathize or sympathize with me because it's just me, 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 me. But when you hear the plight of someone else and how they were able to get over that challenge and really reap the benefits and rewards of going through that situation in faith, then you really understand that you are definitely not alone. And that is what this show is all about. It is all about empowering and inspiring and motivating any person who wants to achieve and accomplish success through pursuing their dreams. Now, one of your dreams, right, has already come true. You are an accomplished author, and I want to talk about that as soon as we come back from our first commercial break. Yeah?
Yes, do it.
Need more customers for your business? Create your own TV commercial. Advertise with us. We'll help you promote your product, your service to your customers. A plan to fit every budget. Over 1.5 million household views. Increase your revenue and sales. Advertise with us today. Advertise at thejackyjackson.com. Well, welcome back to the Jackie Jackson Show. We're sitting here with the beautiful and talented Miss Sierra L. Range from Live Limitless, and she's going to tell us about her upcoming book and the first book also that she wrote, which was a game changer for her, which was Dance in the Rain. I just love the title itself because most people, when it's raining, the first thing they want to do is run for cover, right? Is to go and protect themselves from the element. But you said, no, 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 let's celebrate that and let's dance in it.
Yes, absolutely. Nothing beautiful blooms without a little rain and a little sunshine. And we have to stop trying to leave out the part where we struggle. We have to stop leaving out the part where we face some challenges, because it's those challenges that make us. And so my first book, To Dance in the Rain, 31 Days of Faith and Perspective, it's a 31-day devotional for that person who's ready to overcome. And it talks about how to overcome opposition, how to recognize resistance, how to tap into your innate talents to live a life of purpose. I don't believe that we go through situations by happenstance or coincidence. Everything is divine for me. And so no matter what situation you found yourself facing, I believe, number one, God allowed it. And if he allowed it, it's because he designed you to be able to overcome it. And in that challenge, in that going through, don't just go through it, like grow through it. What is it that you need to learn? There's a lesson to be learned in that thing. I
love that. Grow through it.
You have to grow through. There's a lesson to be learned. And until you uncover that lesson and until you pass that test, you'll stay on that level. And so many of us, we're anxious. I want to get to my next level, my next level. You have to master this level. You can't get there until you master here. So whatever situation you may find yourself in this season, you have to master it, and you have to pass that test in order to graduate to your next level. And that's what To Dance in the Rain is all about.
Wow. And too often, we're trying to avoid the pain, trying to avoid that feeling of, just feeling like you're inadequate or even failing. Because a lot of times we may take on new endeavors, business, endeavors and challenges, and you may not know all the answers.
You never know all the answers. If you know
I
all
don't
the
think you
answers,
know all
I'm
the
scared.
answers, right? You're omnipotent and omnipresent. I know, right? So yes, you don't know all the answers, and because you don't have all the answers, that limits you from really just running with it. Running with it. You don't have to know all the answers. The how will present itself once you actually step into your purpose.
Absolutely. You know, you said something so profound. People are too afraid to fail.
Yeah.
And that's why the cemetery is filled with the riches of dreams and ideas and talents, because we have to get over this idea of I'm afraid to fail. Success is failure turned inside out. Failure is success turned inside out. You're not going to achieve success without facing some major challenges, some hardships. If you study the people that you love, the people that you admire, the moguls, the icons, and the legends, they face tremendous hardship, tragedy, life challenges. The thing about it is they overcame it. They didn't stay there. They were able to rise above it. And when we talk about people who are afraid to fail, the way I look at it is you're on the sidelines watching the game, but you want to win. How can you win from the sideline?
You're not even in the game.
You're afraid to get in the game because you're afraid to get hit. You're afraid to get knocked down. You're afraid of some contact. You're afraid of getting dirty. You're afraid of, getting roughed up on the field. You're not going to win on the sideline. You have to actually get in the game, and yes, you're going to get hit, but you get back up. And you're going to get hit again, but you get back up. But the only way to have an opportunity to win is to get in the game. If you fall 7, you get up 8.
Wow.
That's the only way to win, is
That
to
is
get
the
in the
only way
game
to win,
and
is to
get
in the
hit.
game and to get hit.
And to get
I
up.
always say, one of my favorite sayings, and I teach this to my children, is if you want to get hit, stand in traffic.
Just stand there.
Don't do anything else.
Just stand
stand right there, and something will come your way.
Absolutely.
Right? Because it's really, really important for people to understand that. If you stand at the side of the road, yeah, that's the safest place that you're going to be, but that safety is also limiting you too, and limiting your growth.
You can't even win.
Can't even win. So your first book, phenomenal, right?
Yes.
And it's doing so well, so much so that you've written your second book.
Yes.
And now we're promoting it. So tell me, share with me your second book.
All right, so my second book, which is a bestseller, is called Live Limitless, and it's 9 keys to unlock potential, purpose, and personal power. And the reason this book came about was because the first book was so successful, and I had gotten speaking engagements. I became a radio host on a TV show in Phoenix, and when people would see me in person, they would book me to speak, and when I showed up, they're like, "You're Sierra?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's the last time I checked I was." It's like, "Oh wow, you look so young."
Well, yeah, what were they
You're
expecting?
so young. Oh my gosh.
To
I
have
thought
so much
you...
wisdom.
And that's what it was. It was like, no offense, but I was just expecting to meet a much older woman. It's like, if you don't mind me asking, like, your book shares so much in-depth wisdom, and it's apparent that you've experienced some things, but you don't really share what you've experienced. You just kind of share your wisdom, because in that book is a devotional, and I had gone through a lot, from childhood trauma. Like, I had gone through a lot, but I never shared that part of me. I didn't share the behind-the-scenes scenes. I just shared the highlight reel. I shared the sunshine. I didn't really share the dark part. And so with Live Limitless, I got that courage and that feedback. You know what? Let me share some of these stories. How did I get to this place of enlightenment?
Yes.
How did I get to this place of seeing and knowing and vision and boldness and courage? I have to share some of these stories because people need to be able to relate with what I've been through, to really be able to, grasp where I'm going or how they can get there as well. And so in Live Limitless, I do share a lot of those personal stories, and I share how I was able to use these 9 keys. I'm encouraging others to use how I've been able to use them in my own life. And so that was kind of the difference. And they kind of like, they live off of one another. You dance in the rain, but you also live limitless.
Yeah, oh, girl. Girl, I'm going to start tap dancing in a minute now. I don't even think there's enough space in this room for us to do all of that. So we're going to take a commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about those 9
keys.
Those 9 keys of how you can live limitless.
Absolutely.
And welcome back to the Jackie Jackson Show. I'm sitting here with the beautiful and talented Sierra L. Range from Live Limitless. She's about to share with us the 9 key factors of how you can live a life unlimited, right? Because limitless means unlimited. It's like infinite, right? There's like no end, right? So please share with me, what are those 9 keys?
Okay, so I'll share my favorites. So the first one is adopting a limitless mindset. And that goes to having a fixed mindset and a limited mindset. So with the limitless mindset, all you see is possibility. You know, I believe that when we focus on the obstacle, we lose sight of the goal. So with the limitless mindset, you know that you have the power and the potential to overcome. No matter what challenge you face, you know that there's a way around it, a way over it, a way through it, but you know you will get through it. And with the fixed mindset, when you see this obstacle, it's like, this is in my way, I'm stuck here. With the limitless mindset, you understand this is just something I have to learn how to overcome. I have to figure out a way over it, around it, or through it. So number one is adopting a success mindset. The other one is nurturing your gifts. You have to figure out what is innate about me, what is great about me, what is that gift that God placed within me, and how do I nurture that thing? How do I continue to develop it? Most people encourage you to work on your weaknesses, but in order to live limitless, I believe that you have to kind of work on and build upon your strengths.
Isn't that the opposite of what we're taught? Even in school, they're always focused on the things that we can't do right. But how about the things that we do right?
Yeah, because there's somebody else who I can partner with who's really good at that. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we leverage relationships. We can't do it all, but collectively we can do it.
Together.
Together, absolutely. Because I may be great in this area. Why waste time trying to build upon something that I just suck at? Like, it's just not me. It's just not me.
Exactly. So why not incorporate other people that have spectacular, God-given talents
in that area that I
in that area, and they actually enjoy
Yes.
what they are doing, and they complement what your talents are.
Absolutely.
Right?
And collectively, we make the greatest impact. Because I'm over here maximizing in my lane, doing what I do well, what I'm great at, and you're doing the same. We come together and we're limitless. So nurturing those gifts, and that goes back to, you know, tapping into your innate talent, leveraging relationships, understanding the people who are around you. You know, relationships are so important. I'm an avid believer, you know, success is not done in a silo. We don't get anywhere alone. I think there's an African proverb that says, if you want to go fast, go alone.
Yes.
If you want to go far, you have to bring the community.
Yes.
Because we're only as strong as our weakest link.
Absolutely.
And we have to learn how to work together. And the best way to learn that is by, number one, understanding your position, understanding your place, your talent, your gift. What do you do well? And if everybody is aligned with what they do well, collectively together, we can make that greatest impact.
Man, girl, you better preach. You better preach, okay? Because that journey is long, all right? It could be really, really, you know, exponential, okay? So if you get fatigued, we all do.
Yes.
We all get fatigued.
Absolutely.
So what that means is that when I can't carry the load anymore, I have challenges I need somebody to pick this up for me. And someone, it doesn't mean that I'm weak in any way, right? Or I'm inadequate. It just means that I needed the help at that moment. I'm human, period. Right? So for those who think that you have to do it all in business, Sierra has just dropped a nugget. That's the one that you write down and put on your refrigerator, okay? That's the one that you need. You need to play to your strengths, and anything that you have challenges with, find someone who's good at that thing, and then come together and collaborate so that you can both grow together and accomplish your dreams and your mission together. That is fabulous.
Absolutely. Relationships are our biggest form of currency. How do we leverage those relationships?
How? Right? So the first step is to actually seek out somebody or acknowledge that you're not good at that one thing.
And acknowledge that you need help.
And acknowledge that you need help.
Take the cape off. Hang it up in the closet.
Take off your
You're going to hang yourself with the cape. Like you, and that's the thing with, I think, with Black women in our community, we've been we believe that we have to do it all. We have to do it all in order to feel adequate. We can't show any weakness. And that's the quickest way to drain yourself.
And to drown.
To fail. We have to learn how to delegate. We have to learn how to release the need to control the outcome of every situation. And that was my biggest issue.
Girl, it's my biggest issue too. I mean, you talking to me right now. Right now, you are mentoring me.
Wow.
Because I realized that in myself, that struggle which is, you know, trying to be a perfectionist, trying to do everything all on my own, and then saying to myself, oh, nobody else understands. Nobody else knows what I'm going through. And I would do it better than someone else. Well, the truth is, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't do it better than someone else who's a subject matter expert.
Right.
And you're not Superwoman. And you do need rest. And you do need time to rejuvenate.
Yes, you do.
Right? Because after you rejuvenate, or even during that process, answers start coming to you.
Clarity.
Clarity.
You gain clarity.
Clarity.
Ain't nothing better than some clarity. I'm telling you, being able to see where you're going and just not having the weight of having to figure it all out, having to do it all on your own. You have to learn how to, number one, we have to learn how to delegate.
Yes.
They may not do it like me, but as long as it gets done. We have to release the need to be perfect in order to have progress. Progress over perfection. He or she may not do it just how I do it, but is it getting done? Is a common goal being reached?
Yes.
Are we able to win together?
Yes.
That's team.
That is team.
Yes.
And there's no I.
Ain't no I in team.
There's no I in team.
I just want the W. So whatever we got to do to win, I'm all for it.
We have a goal, and we need to go towards it.
Yes.
All right. Well, when we come back from the commercial break, we're going to talk a lot more about Live Limitless, your movement, and how you are helping aspiring authors accomplish their dreams. That's super duper important.
Absolutely.
Does it feel like, does it feel like, does it feel like the real thing? Does it feel like burning up, burning up, burning up, oh. Does it feel like, does it feel like the real thing? Let's not know where lovers go. Baby, we got the real thing.
Welcome back. We are here again at the Jackie Jackson Show, and I am yours truly, Jackie Jackson, sitting here with the beautiful and talented author, coach, mentor, Miss Sierra L. Range. Thank you, Sierra, for being here. I can't say it enough.
I'm happy to be here.
Oh my goodness, we just happy to be in each other's presence.
Absolutely.
I know, man. All right, so before we took the commercial break, I alluded to your mentorship program for other authors that want to get published and have your work be introduced to the world. Can you share a little bit about that with me?
Absolutely. So this is my latest project. This is my heartfelt project. It's called the Live Limitless Authors Academy. And in this academy, we've created a 12-module course for aspiring entrepreneurs to learn the basics of writing. So many people say, oh my gosh, I want to write a book. And we know we all have a story. But so many people are not moving on that idea, moving on that dream, because they don't know where to start.
Don't know where to start.
And so when I wrote my 2 books, I kind of figured it out. I was winging it. And I made a lot of mistakes, a lot of things I did right, a lot of things I could have done better. So I've been able to just bundle my experiences, bundle my life lessons, my lessons learned, and create a project, a module for other authors who want to write books. This is how you can do it with ease. And so, and again, with leveraging partnerships, I've been able to partner with 2 amazing publishing companies, Fairby Publishing and Lee's Press. And these have been my publishing partners who, number one, I coach you through the writing process. And once you're done with that writing process, we're able to funnel you into an exclusive publishing contract where you can get your publishing done at an affordable rate.
What?
And that includes distribution, branding, marketing. We set up your book launch tours, all of that good stuff. So we kind of take the weight off. This is easy to
That is huge weight. That's like having a business in a box. Like
Yes.
all of the hard work
It's
and
already
the
been
systems
packaged.
is already packaged, and you could just really focus on your creativity.
Yes.
A few weeks ago, I had on Mr. Paul Van Camp, right, from Ice Picks, and he was sharing his ABCs, and it's always be creating.
Yes.
And focus on that, always be creating. So your program allows entrepreneurs, authors to always be creating because you've
Absolutely.
done all the heavy lifting for them.
No need to get distracted about editing and formatting. So many people get caught up, I'm not a great writer. You don't need to be. You're already qualified to tell your story because you've lived through it. All you have to do is
okay.
retell it. And so one of the key concepts we share in our academy is defining and understanding your energy signature. What is the overall tone of your book? What is that message you want to get out, right? And also the content story concept. how to develop your content to say, this is what I want people to learn, and this is my story. How do I tie those together? How do I tell the right story that resonates with the people who I want to reach, right?
Yes.
And so all that plays a really big role. And then for those who say, I can't figure out where to start, I have all these ideas, I'm all over the place, we've developed a concept called mind mapping. And what mind mapping does is allows you just to pretty much dump all of your thoughts on paper.
Okay.
This is, again, we don't have to.
And I do that a lot too. I use mind maps a lot, where I start with like my main idea,
Yes.
and then you kind of develop like branches,
Yes.
right? And then you start to elaborate off of
Yes.
those branches, and now you have leaves.
There you go. And
Right.
some people can't even get to the branches. So what I tell them is, don't even worry about the branches right now. Just get all the thoughts on paper, and we'll go back and connect the dots later. But the biggest goal is to get the ideas onto paper, out of your head and onto paper.
Yeah.
We can go back and edit and format and organize. This thought goes better with this thought. This flows here, this flows there. But you relieve yourself, and you kind of take that weight off when you're able to get all those thoughts out of your head
Yes.
and onto paper.
I can see that.
And we work it out from there.
Oh, wow. So if I wanted to write a book, and I do, I have a few unfinished books, so we definitely have to talk
Gotta get those
offline.
done. We got to get that
I got a
together.
story to tell y'all. Oh man, y'all wait until my book is published. You got. So anyway, so if someone have a story to tell and they are ready to commit to that process, what is the first step that they should do to get in contact with you or be part of the program?
Absolutely. So the first thing, so you guys can find me at www.sierrarange.com. At the top of the website, you'll see the Live Limitless Authors Academy. You're going to go there, you're going to click, you're going to sign up, and this is your yes. This is you saying, I'm ready to tell my story. I'm ready to live. I'm ready to be the highest version of myself. I'm ready to live my best life, and I want to inspire others in doing so. And so when you click that button, what you're going to get is access to our 12-module course. And from there, we'll coach you through the process of writing your manuscript, developing your energy signature, developing your ideal reader avatar, because these are things that people don't understand are important with the book.
Who's going to read it? Who's your target
Yeah,
audience?
who's
Who
gonna
are you
buy
talking
it?
to? What voice are you going to use to
Absolutely.
communicate in?
Absolutely. Because the hard work starts, believe it or not, after the book is written. Because now you have to sell it. Now you have to market it. So you have all these things built into the writing process. Now, once the book is done, it's already marketable. Because
see.
we've already built in the target audience. We've already built in the ideal reader avatar. We're already talking our target market's language in their lingo. We've already baited them in. We've already developed what their needs are. And we've created solutions for those needs. And it's already in the book, so it sets you up to be an expert in that field.
Wow.
Whatever that may be, whether it's overcoming abuse, overcoming manic depression, being an advocate for HIV awareness, whatever that thing is, your book is going to be the solution to that. And that's what we focus on in our Authors Academy, making sure that you don't just tell your story, you build upon your story.
You know what? So there is no excuse.
No excuse. We don't believe in excuses anymore.
We don't believe in excuses anymore. There is no reason why, if you wanted to write a book and it's something that you've always thought about and you didn't know how to go about doing it, Sierra is here. She's done all the work for you. All you have to do is just, now they even got apps so you can just talk it out.
Yes. Yes.
You don't even have to write anymore.
Yes.
Long gone are the days when you sit in front of like that mechanical typewriter, and now, laptop or computer, you can just, talk it out and it's transcribed.
Yes.
And
That's
all
your
you send it
manuscript.
over and then review it and everything. Man, let me tell you,
No
I am
excuses.
so excited and happy that you were able to come on the show and share
Absolutely.
this very relevant information. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for coming
I'm
out.
happy to be here. Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure. It's been fun. Anytime, call.
Anytime, call.
call.
All right, now. Don't be saying nothing. Now I call you, be like, who this? Who's this on the phone? You be like, it's Jackie. And you're like, I don't know no Jackie.
I would not do you like that.
Well, thank you again, Sierra, and I look forward to networking and writing my book with you.
Absolutely. Live limitless.
Live Limitless. Until next time, for our next show, I look forward to sharing more information and inspiring you. If you have any questions, you want to reach me, Jackie Jackson or thejackyjackson.com on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram.